All right, let's try to write the epsilon delta proof for the following limit. Limit of x cubed as x approaches -2 is equal to -8. All right, so let's start with stating the definition. For all epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta, which is the smaller number between 1 and the box, which we need to figure it out, greater than 0, such that the distance between x and a -2 is strictly between 0 and the delta. Then we can make sure that the distance between x cubed and the -8 is less than epsilon, right? So since delta is the smaller number between 1 and a box, we can say at least this. Absolute value of x plus 2 is less than 1 and less than a box at the same time. All right, so let's work with the top inequality. All right, since the absolute value is less than 1, we know that x plus 2 is strictly between -1 and a +1. By subtracting 2 from all three, we know that x is going to be strictly between -3 and a -1. All right, then let's work with the conclusion here. All right, by factoring out, we know that it's going to be the same as absolute value of x plus 2 times absolute value of x squared minus 2x plus 4. All right, then if you look at the second factor, right, and when you plug in x equals -3, so you can see that between -1 and -3, we want to put the -3 to maximize this quantity. So we can get this inequality. It's going to be less than absolute value of x plus 2, then plug in x equals -3 there. Right? That second factor is 19. So we know exactly what we want for delta. So delta we want to be epsilon over 19 so that we can cancel that 19 there. So we're going to put epsilon over 19 there, right? Then after that, we know that this is going to be less than epsilon over 19 times 19. Obviously, you can cancel 19. Therefore, you get epsilon, right? That's it. I hope that this was clear.